Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? Kevin here coming back at you with another video. So a friend of mine sent me some goodies that he had for extra parts. And a few of these parts are new actually. He sent me a new rear sprocket for the engine. Right there. This is a new old stock. It's just dirty from sitting on the shelf. It's never been installed. This goes on the Kickstarter, the rubber. This is the rubber for the carburetor. And this is the carburetor clamp. Now, I get a lot of questions about this clamp. Is there a part number for this? Well, I don't have a part number for you, but this is not a air filter clamp. If you look it up under the kv75 or the kv75 or the mt1, this is the exhaust clamp. This is an exhaust clamp. And this is what Kawasaki is using for a carburetor air filter clamp. Headlight bucket and bezel with the screws. Just got to grab it. And the left controls. Right here. Missing one screw. And we can do that. That's fine. And that's pretty much it for that. So I'm going to throw some of the stuff on. Hang out with you guys for a little bit. And we'll get crack-a-lack, and we'll see how some of the stuff fits on there and what's involved. Okay. So I'm going to pause you guys for a second. Alright, I got some bolts that were on there. I'm going to check out this air filter bucket. We'll set this on there and see how it looks on there. And if they're the right size bolts and if anything has to be modified to fit. Okay, here's the throttle cable. We're going to replace that as well. Okay. Yeah, fit those through. Bolts are kind of long. So they're probably not the factory ones. But that's okay. Should get this on there somehow. The ears are a little twisted and bent. I don't know if that's because they had a Suzuki headlight on there or not. So we're going to have to straighten them out a little bit. So let's see if we can do that. I can see how far in they are bent in now that I'm looking at them. Yeah, they're bent in on both sides. They need some persuasion. All right. It's still a little twisted. I don't know how far they've been banged out, but they are definitely way off. Both of them. Beautiful there. There, bend these things right out. That'll go like that and that. Then we'll use the bucket to suck them in. And it should be golden. Oh heck yeah, look at that, huh? Okay. Like so. Don't you know? Alright. So we got the headlight bucket on. Got to tighten it up. I'm going to tighten it up evenly, but I'm going to start off with the side that's mostly out. Yeah, that's looking good. Alright. Oh yeah, it's looking real good. It's actually falling back into where it's supposed to be lined up. Oh yeah, those are looking really good. How's the side yet? Oh, look at that, huh? Alright, so we got the headlight bucket on it. This is the factory headlight bucket and chrome outer bezel for this particular bike. I need a light bulb and a socket. So a light bulb and a socket, and that'll take care of that whole fixture. Then the other part we got in was, I'll show you what happened. Let me get the guys in a position here first. Okay. So we got these little tabs here, there's two of them. Alright. That one, I got a ton of these things too, these clamps. Alright, so this is the problem with this bike. They literally just hacked off the wiring and only kept the one wire. Okay, so we're going to take off that piece, if the screws will even come out of it. I don't care that the fact that that one's black and this one's gray. I could switch the guts if I wanted to. That's easy enough to do. I could do that. So we have a third one right here, yeah. Now what I'll do with these is I'll tag all these parts that I'm taking off, and I'll put them in a bin or a box marked kv75 mt1, and then when I get another one of these bikes, I'll have some extra parts and pieces, because they're still good parts and pieces. The new one is just missing the screw. That's the engine stop button, that's the kill, and then that's your high and low beam. So this on the left side controls your high and low beam. See the small dot and the big dot, and that's your engine stop. You hit that right there and it stops. It kills the engine. Okay, so we will screw this onto this bike, and then this bike right here will have all of its wires for this side of the control. Okay. Decent, just like that. Look at that, huh? Pretty clever and everything. Okay. one screw that was missing, which we have now that we took the other side off. Okay, so now we have that all on there. Let's put the clamp. And now you get your factory, see if you guys can see that. Got your factory pigtails. So we're all screwed on there. We got the factory pigtails on there. We'll throw the clamp back on it for the wiring. One there. And that goes down into the headlight bucket. Okay. Alright, so let's hit some wiring, shall we? We don't have anything to plug these into, but I can at least explain to you how they go, so you guys have these into your hands. Okay, so your headlight is going to have 3 wires on it. Okay, you're going to have your high and your low, which one of those is going to be the black wire, or the red with the black, and the other ones could be the red with the yellow. I'm not sure which one's high or low, but don't really matter. You just match up your color code. Okay, so these two right here are going to go into 2 wires on the headlight. This one with the green stripe is your ground. Okay, so that's going to go into the ground, and then the black one is going to go for your ignition switch. And that right there is going to be hooked up to the wire that goes to your coil, and that's the kill. So when you push that button on the controls, that kills the engine. Okay, so now that we got that all on there, let's take the... I'm just kind of dubbing around in this video right here, just trying to put some stuff to it, you know? Get some stuff to where it needs to be. This handle grip is missing the cable adjuster. So let's take that and put the cable adjuster into it. Get that part underway. That should all thread in pretty easily. If it doesn't, you can run a thread tap through it, a chaser. Okay, so we got that. I have 2 screws. That one was missing, so I'm going to put the ones that were in there on there, so I can keep this thing somewhat together. And then that can go into my parts bin. Okay. Get these put away. Beautiful. Okay, there's that. Then I have 2 cables. I've got the front brake and I got the rear brake. The rear brake is going to go on this side. Just like so. And then I'm not ready to put that in because we have to do the rear brakes on it. So we have to do the rear brakes. So I'll fish that through to the back of the frame on another time. Okay. So we have that on there. And so that's where we're at now. So we need a headlight. And we need a lot of stuff for this bike. We need a headlight, the pigtail, the wiring harness that is down the frame. Now, a lot of this stuff is made retro. So you can get a lot of this stuff aftermarket, if you will. So it's really not that bad. Hold on a second. Okay, so what was it there? So the cables have to be done. We're going to replace this left. They make a whole right side assembly aftermarket, but I'm going to see if I can find another one like this to match. So that'll probably be my next one. That one, get this whole control side done. I'm trying to work in sections on the bike. If I can get the this control right here for the right side done, then the handlebars will be complete. Get the headlight in the socket, the headlight assembly will be complete. Get the wiring down to the back. So I still need a lot of stuff for this bike. It's not going to be a quick and easy fix. We still have to do the exhaust tip. We need the exhaust tip and the rubber that goes in there. I think this one's missing the rubber, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like it's missing it. Nope. It's got something in there. We'll have to take a look at that with a flashlight. But it needs the exhaust tip, the two screws, the one screw that goes to it, which I have the screw. So I just need the exhaust tip, the taillight plate assembly, the lamp, and the bulb, and the O-ring. Then this will be all complete. The pegs, I need another spring and the rubbers that go on the pegs. I've got the Kickstarter. I need one of the grommets for the whatchamacallit there, for the fuel tank. We've got the rubber that goes on the carburetor. So here's the carburetor right here. These two grooves right here go facing down. It fits on there all the way, like so. Then the air filter fits over that, and then the clamp goes over that, over the metal, and that holds that all on there. So we got that. The plate that had on this bike for an air filter base is not the correct one. I don't even know where it went. Over here. It had this type of air filter housing. It's not, I don't know what this, I think it's from a lawnmower or something, but it's not right. Or a moped. Could be a moped. But it's not the right one. We're not going to use it. We're going to put the factory air filter assembly on this, which is what I'm looking for. Get this back over here. So we have a lot of stuff, but we have a lot of stuff to do. So, so I don't lose anything. Put the sprocket in the headlight bezel and the rubber for the kickstart. That's the other thing I gotta do. I gotta put this on the kickstart. These are very tough to do. Very hard. We're gonna use a heat gun. We're gonna warm it up so it's soft. Spray some WD-40 on the shaft, and this right here will slide right onto it. And that'll be the Kickstarter rubber. Okay, cool. Cool. So I figured I'd do a short video, or somewhat short. There we go. Hold on one second. Guys have to stand. And show you guys where we're at. So we got the CDI coil is mounted. We got that. We took one of those 12 volt coils that you get on at eBay. We put the coil wire onto the factory coils. They just unscrew. There's a little screw in there. See a screw? You screw it onto there, put your rubbers on there, and then boom, done. So this bike is going to be equipped with CDI. So I need one of the metal inserts that go in the grommet. I need to get one of those. We're working on the tank. I need the whole taillight assembly. The whole taillight assembly. We need to get the exhaust tip. Right there, you see exhaust. Right here. We need to get the exhaust tip that goes in there. In the rubber seal. Get that. We gotta do the brakes. I got the cable. Even got the cable mount. The little piece right there the cable goes through. We put the brake stay back up in its spot. I have one new tire and one inner tube for this bike. So I don't, we'll probably put it on the worst of the two tires. I think they're both really cracked or junk. I don't know. This one doesn't seem to, oh yeah, it is. There it is. They look cracked. So I'm going to get a tire for this. In the tube. So I got one already. I need to get one more. Fenders are all in excellent condition. So I was really happy with that. That's a big plus for me. The handlebars are in decent shape. Everything works on those. The knobs come undone. So I need a lot of small stuff, really. Like the grommet. Not the grommet, but the metal insert that goes in the grommet. The pigtail for the headlight. The whole taillight assembly. The air filter assembly. And do the tank. And that's pretty much it for that. And then it's on to the engine. So for right now, I'm actually it's kind of weird, but I'm kind of concentrating on the cosmetics of the bike while I'm doing the engine at the same time. That way we have a flow and we can do them both together. So I know a lot of you guys asked about the string. What's the string for? Just to hold up the exhaust. Just so it's in the right position. So I can evaluate where I'm at. See where, I thought there was a cover that went on that side of the engine. But it's because I didn't have the exhaust on it. So there's no cover on the side. And the oil tank is in excellent condition. So we're good there. And that's pretty much it, guys. So once again, thank you guys for hanging out. Guys, 250,000 views. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for all your support. And I'm just really blown away by this channel. It's really helping out, and you guys have got some really great comments. So keep those coming. There's a lot of materials there, and if you see something, say something. By all means, if you see something you've got questions on, throw me a comment, and I'll answer it for you. Don't be shy. I get a lot of people who friend request me on Facebook, and we chit-chat all the time. Met some really cool people, and we're just going to keep doing that. We're going to keep meeting people. We're going to keep hanging out and doing these videos. So, by all means, please keep them coming. Well, anyway, guys, I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.